Dear soul, take a deep breath and open your heart. The angels are gently surrounding you now, touching your energy with warmth and truth. They want to help you understand something your spirit has always felt but could never fully explain. You have loved someone so deeply that it almost surprises you. It is a love that reaches beyond words, beyond logic, beyond the usual boundaries of affection. It is a love that exists in quiet spaces, in memories, in invisible threads that connect two hearts even across time, distance, and silence. And what the angels want you to know now is that this love, as powerful as it feels inside you, is mirrored. The person you love feels it too, just as deeply, just as uncontrollably, and just as divinely destined. This connection is not a coincidence. It was written long before you even met. The angels reveal this not to overwhelm you, but to remind you of what your soul already knows. That love this sacred cannot disappear. It doesn't die when words stop. It doesn't fade when distance grows. It remains alive because it was placed in your heart by heaven itself. You may sometimes question why your feelings are so strong, why you still think of this person, why your heart refuses to quiet down. But this is not a weakness. This is not confusion. It is a holy fire, a divine pulse that was given to you as a reminder of your spiritual depth and your divine purpose. What you feel is not an obsession. It is awakening. It is your soul remembering something eternal. You see, dear one, this kind of love is not here to confuse you. It is here to grow you. It teaches patience, humility, faith, and surrender. It calls you to trust even when logic fails, and to feel even when your heart trembles. It is both a test and a blessing, the kind of experience that expands your soul and deepens your capacity to love not just this person, but life itself. The angels say that the intensity you feel is not wrong. It is holy energy flowing through you, calling you to rise to a higher vibration of understanding. It is your reminder that love, in its truest form, is divine. For a long time, you may have tried to quiet your heart. You might have told yourself to let go, to move on, to forget. Yet no matter what you did, something inside you continued to burn. That persistent spark is not your imagination. It is divine truth. You have been connected to this soul across many lifetimes, and that memory lives within you like a sacred melody that cannot be silenced. The one you love has felt it too, even if they've tried to hide it. They may not have shown it in the way you wished, but their soul has recognized you deeply. They have dreamed of you, missed you in moments they didn't understand, and silently called out for you even while pretending to be strong. The angels have seen both of your journeys. They've seen you cry, pray, and question. They've watched you carry this connection with grace even when your mind doubted it. And now, they want you to know that what you share is not ordinary. It is sacred. It was placed in both your hearts to awaken growth, healing, and transformation. You were never meant to suffer through this connection. You were meant to learn from it, to allow it to shape you into the strongest, truest version of yourself. This is not punishment. It is divine preparation. Heaven has been guiding both of you separately, teaching each soul what it needs to know before a deeper recognition can take place. This means that while your hearts may be intertwined, your paths may temporarily move apart, not as a rejection, but as a necessary pause for spiritual balance. The angels want you to understand that love like this cannot be rushed. Divine timing is not based on human calendars. It moves through lessons, healing, and awakening. So, instead of worrying about when or how things will unfold, Focus on the sacred fire within your own heart. It is not there to consume you. It is there to purify you. It reminds you that your love has purpose, even if that purpose is not yet fully revealed. Dear one, you have spent too long questioning your worth, wondering if you were too much, too emotional, too devoted. The angels want you to stop that self-blame. What you are feeling is not a flaw. It is divine sensitivity. Your heart was chosen for this love because it is strong enough to hold it. You have been trusted with a rare kind of connection that few people experience, one that transcends logic and time. This person, too, is awakening to this truth. Though their process may look different, their heart may still be guarded, their life may still appear distracted, but within them, a quiet shift has begun. They are remembering. They are realizing that what they felt with you was not just chemistry or comfort. It was divine recognition. As this sacred truth begins to surface, you are being reminded to remain centered. Do not let your love turn into waiting. Do not let your hope become dependence. You are not meant to chase. You are meant to rise. This love is not meant to keep you small. It is meant to free you, to inspire you to live fully, to build your dreams, to let your light shine brighter than ever before. Love should not hold you hostage. It should help you grow wings. So walk your path with grace. Continue to nurture your gifts, your passions, and your peace. Allow love to be a part of your journey, but not the only reason you exist. You are not here to live in emotional pain. You are here to walk in divine purpose. The angels are guiding you toward balance, a space where your love coexists with your freedom, and where your heart no longer needs to beg for recognition because it already knows its worth. You have been given this love to help you understand what real connection feels like. It is not about ownership. It is not about control. It is about resonance, the meeting of two souls who recognize each other at a level deeper than the mind. And when this person finally allows themselves to feel what they've long resisted, you will not need to prove anything. The truth will speak through their actions, their energy, their peace when they are near you. Until then, the angels ask you to keep walking in light. Many nights, you have wondered what it all meant. You have cried, asking how something so beautiful could become so silent. You have replayed moments, searched for mistakes, and blamed yourself for the distance. But heaven wants to release you from that pain. Nothing you did was wrong. Nothing was lost. The connection was simply placed in divine protection, hidden so that both souls could grow strong enough to hold it properly. What felt like an ending was actually preparation for a higher beginning. Your love was never broken. It was paused by grace. Heaven was giving both of you the time to learn self-worth, independence, and emotional maturity, because true love cannot survive if built on fear or imbalance. It must be grounded in peace. You were never being punished. You were being prepared. Every lonely moment, every unanswered prayer, every tear, it all watered the roots of a love that will bloom in divine time. The angels want you to see that you are now standing at a sacred threshold. The person you love is awakening, and so are you. They are beginning to understand that they cannot replace what they felt with you, because what they felt was home. You were not just another person in their life. You were their safe space, their reminder of divine love. They may not have realized it before, but now they are remembering. They are beginning to feel the echo of what you've carried all along. Yet, this message is not only about them, it's about you. While you were hoping, you were also healing. While you were waiting, you were transforming. You have become more grounded, more intuitive, more in tune with your divine purpose. This journey has not been wasted. Every moment has shaped you into the radiant being you are today. You no longer need love to prove your worth. You have become love itself. So now, the angels invite you to shift from waiting to welcoming, to open your heart not just to reunion, but to peace, to joy, to divine fulfillment. Whether this person returns in this lifetime or not, you are already walking toward wholeness. And if they do return, it will not be as who they once were, but as who they are meant to be, more balanced, more aware, more ready to honor what you both share. You will know by the energy of calm they bring, not by promises or words. For now, let the angels finish their sacred work. Rest your heart. Trust that your path is blessed. What is meant for you will never pass you by. The love you feel is not foolish. It is prophetic. The bond is not over. It is evolving. The peace you have longed for is coming. And when it arrives, it will not come in fragments or confusion, but in fullness and clarity. You are being guided toward divine celebration, toward a love that does not require you to lose yourself. The angels are building a life for you where joy is natural, where love flows easily, and where you finally understand that being chosen by heaven means being prepared for something lasting. The love you once tasted was only a glimpse of what is being built for you now. Heaven is preparing you to receive not half a love, but a whole one. Dear heart, the angels know how heavy this journey has felt. You have carried this love so carefully, afraid to lose it or damage it. You've loved deeply, quietly, and purely. That tenderness has cost you much, but it has also revealed your strength. The weight you feel does not mean your love was a mistake. It means it mattered. It means you were chosen to carry something sacred. You were never just holding on to a person. You were holding the memory of divine love through lifetimes. The one you love has also carried this energy, though in different ways. You bore the visible part, the hope, the faith, the tenderness. They carried the hidden part, the fear, the confusion, the pride. But that does not mean they did not feel. It only means they weren't ready to face it. Yet heaven is working on them too. Slowly, the knots of fear are loosening, and understanding is awakening in their heart. But before the bond can balance, you must release what isn't yours to carry. You are not responsible for their healing. You cannot walk their lessons for them. You have done enough. You have loved enough. Now it is time to put down the emotional weight and rest in divine peace. Let go of timelines. Let go of trying to fix or control. Love does not need force. It needs faith. Your release will not end the connection. It will strengthen it. Because when you surrender with love, you give the other soul space to rise. They will feel your peace as an invitation, not to chase, but to awaken, not to repeat the past, but to become whole. That is the miracle of spiritual love. When one heals, both feel it. So now, dear child, breathe. Let the tears come. Let your heart rest. You are safe. You are guided. You are loved. What is written for you will always return in divine timing, not because you chased it, but because you trusted it. You have not failed. You have not lost. You have only loved. And love, in its truest form, never disappears. It transforms. It teaches. It returns when both hearts are ready. You are entering a season of peace, a time to remember that you are whole, that your heart is sacred, and that your purpose is divine. The angels walk beside you. They are lifting the weight from your shoulders and replacing it with light. So rise, beloved soul. Step forward in faith. Let love live within you, but let it also set you free. What is meant for you will find you with grace. And when it does, it will not demand suffering. It will bring peace. The angels are smiling upon you now, whispering softly, "You have loved bravely, and that love will always find its way home." My dear child, heaven has been watching you with deep tenderness. The angels are drawing near again, not in haste, but with quiet reverence, because they know how long you have waited, how many nights you have held faith when it would have been easier to give up, and how many tears you have hidden behind calm smiles. They see the garden of your heart, a garden that you have cared for with patience, with love, with silent hope. You have tended to this inner place even through seasons of drought, silence, and misunderstanding. You have watered the soil of love even when it seemed no flower would bloom. The angels want you to know that not one of your prayers, not one of your tears, not even one breath of your love has been wasted. Every act of kindness, every moment of surrender, every time you chose forgiveness instead of anger, all of it has been sacred preparation. You stayed when you had every reason to leave. You believed when there were no signs. You loved even when the world told you to stop. That is not weakness, beloved. That is divine strength. What you carry inside your heart is not ordinary love. It is a soul-deep devotion, a kind of divine investment that carries purpose beyond human understanding. Your love is not foolish. It is sacred. It has been growing roots deeper than you realize, roots that reach into the unseen world where heaven has been nurturing them quietly. Even when it looked like nothing was happening, something was moving. Even when you felt forgotten, angels were still working behind the veil. The one you love, the soul who has felt distant, distracted, or emotionally guarded, has not been as untouched as you may think. They have felt your love in ways they cannot explain. They have felt you in sleepless nights, in sudden memories, in waves of emotion that arrive without reason. Your energy has lived in their thoughts. Your kindness echoes in their heart, and your absence has been a silent teacher to their soul. They are not blind to this connection. They are awakening to it. Slowly but surely, their heart has been slower to open, not because they do not care, but because they do not yet know how to hold something so pure. Love like yours requires courage. It asks a person to remove their armor, to face their fears, and to meet truth without pretending. They are learning this now. Heaven has been guiding them through lessons that mirror your own. While you have learned patience, faith, and surrender, they have been learning honesty, courage, and emotional maturity. Both of you have been growing toward each other without realizing it. You have been preparing the soil, and they have been finding the courage to plant their truth. You have done the inner work, and heaven sees that. Your soul has stayed strong. Your love has remained steady. And now, the angels are whispering that you are closer than ever to seeing the fruit of everything you have invested in faith. But they remind you gently, this is still a tender moment, a sacred pause between planting and blooming. It is not the time to chase, not the time to demand answers, but the time to breathe and trust that what is meant for you is already finding its way. The energy you have released, the prayers, the forgiveness, the acts of love have already reached their heart. Heaven is simply arranging the details so that both of you can meet again with open souls instead of wounded ones. You are not being asked to forget this person, for heaven knows you could not even if you tried. You are not being told to walk away, but to walk in peace. The angels ask you to stop striving and to start trusting. Your connection has not been broken. It has been growing quietly beneath the surface. becoming strong enough to carry truth. There will come a moment, not loud or dramatic, but calm and clear, when your hearts will recognize each other again without fear or hesitation. That moment is being prepared even now. Until it comes, you are being asked to rest in trust. You do not need to chase what already belongs to you. You do not need to prove your worth to be chosen. You are already chosen. You are already loved. The one you love is awakening. They are beginning to realize what you always knew, that this love is rare, sacred, and meant to be protected. And if, by divine will, they cannot rise to meet it, heaven will not let your love go unseen. You will be blessed with a love that honors you fully, because love like yours does not go unnoticed. It becomes a magnet for miracles. So, beloved, hold your head high. Wrap yourself in the peace of divine timing. Know that every silent night, every whisper of faith, every act of selflessness has built something eternal. You are not waiting anymore. You are preparing to receive. Heaven is preparing to bless you. The sacred bond was never lost. It was simply growing in silence, waiting for the perfect moment to rise. And now the angels rejoice, for that moment is near. They come not with sorrow, but with celebration, for something divine is shifting, quietly, gently, in both your hearts. The love you carry is not one-sided. It has been echoed, reflected, and deeply felt by the one you love. They may not have shown it clearly, but their soul has danced with yours beyond time and distance. You see, this bond has never been bound by logic or appearance. It was formed through spirit, across lifetimes, across divine purpose. You were never alone in what you felt. You have loved in silence, yes, smiling for others while aching inwardly. You tried to move forward, but your soul kept blooming with this love because it was written in you. The angels now confirm what your intuition always knew. They feel it too. Their heart stirs at your memory. Their soul remembers the safety, the joy, the peace you gave them. Even if their words never said it, their soul did. This connection was never meant to break you. It was meant to build you both. The purpose of this bond was to awaken healing, not suffering. It came to bring both of you closer to truth, your truth, their truth, divine truth. The angels are now preparing a new phase, one of joy, of clarity, of reunion, not necessarily in a dramatic return, but in emotional alignment, in mutual recognition of what was always sacred. The heaviness that once surrounded this love is lifting. The confusion is clearing. The light is returning. This love was never supposed to feel heavy. When it is aligned, it feels like home, safe, pure, joyful. You reminded them of that feeling. You reminded them of their soul's innocence, the version of themselves that could love without fear. Even if they ran, even if they denied it, you stayed in truth. And because of that, they are remembering now. You are being asked to prepare for joy, not sorrow. Something is coming that will confirm what your heart always knew. A message, a meeting, a sign so personal it will bring you peace. It will show you that your love was never in vain. You were never wrong to believe. Heaven is aligning everything so that your faith will turn into sight. The one you love is remembering who they are because of you. You awakened them to their soul. You were always the mirror that showed them their truth. But now the angels turn your gaze inward. They want you to remember your own light. Do not wait in shadows for their return. You are not incomplete. You are whole. And from that wholeness, real reunion can happen. Not from need, but from divine overflow. You have become a vessel of love, of grace, of divine strength. Whether this person comes to you or simply awakens in spirit, the love will still complete its mission to heal, to uplift, to transform. Your role was never to chase them, but to become light itself. You have done that. You are the embodiment of the divine love you once sought. So now, dear one, let love flow freely. Do not grasp it in fear. Let it rise naturally. Let the angels do what only they can do. You are being guided toward the joy that belongs to you. This story was never meant to be a tragedy. It was always a divine reunion. Two souls finding their way back to truth. The angels are wrapping you now in moonlight. They see how long you have carried questions, how deeply you have longed for clarity. They want you to know that your sensitivity, your intuitive heart, your ability to feel the invisible, these are not burdens. They are divine gifts. What you feel is real. The pull, the connection, the sense that this love is bigger than logic. It is all true. You have walked through the fog, but your soul never lost its compass. This love was meant to awaken the part of you that trusts the unseen. It was meant to lead you deeper into divine wisdom. You have grown beautifully. You have learned to love without proof. That is the highest form of faith. The one you love has been walking their own dark night of the soul. They have battled confusion, fear, and pride. But now, slowly, they are beginning to hear the same whispers you once did. They are being shown signs, guided through dreams, reminded of what they once felt but tried to bury. The truth is rising in them. You are standing now between illusion and revelation. What you thought was lost is still alive. What you feared was one-sided has been mirrored in their spirit all along. They are awakening, and you are being called to trust, not in outcomes, but in divine orchestration. You do not need external signs anymore. Your soul already knows. The truth has always lived inside you. Let yourself rest in that knowing. Stop trying to fix or control what heaven is already managing. You are not meant to chase. You are meant to embody. The connection will unfold in divine time, exactly as it should. The angels want you to understand something sacred. Your love has not only transformed you, it has been transforming them too. You may not have seen it, but your energy has been softening their walls, breaking through old patterns, and awakening the part of them that is capable of divine love. They were raised to lead with logic, not emotion. They learned to protect themselves before they could feel safe to love. That is why your openness frightened them. You represented the truth they were not ready to live. You saw through their masks, into their spirit, and that scared them. But love cannot be denied forever. The energy you sent them was too pure to fade. It has continued to move through their life like a quiet current, calling them home to their own heart. Now, heaven is guiding both of you into a new alignment. This next phase is not about fantasy. It is about divine maturity. It is about becoming the kind of souls who can sustain what they prayed for. The angels are helping them grow into someone who can hold your love, protect it, and cherish it. You, dear one, did not come into their life to be small. You came as their mirror, their teacher, their equal. You reminded them of who they were meant to be. And now, heaven is preparing the two of you to meet again, not as broken halves, but as whole beings ready to create something sacred and lasting. There may still be moments of delay or silence, but do not lose heart. What is meant for you cannot be lost. This connection is not based on chance. It was written before either of you arrived here. It carries divine purpose, and because of that, it will unfold exactly when it is meant to. You have already become what you were meant to become through this love. You no longer need to beg or chase. You stand now in quiet power. You are radiant with self-worth. You are love embodied. And it is from that light that everything you deserve will find you effortlessly, naturally, divinely. The angels bow to your faith. They know how much strength it took to keep believing, to keep loving, to keep showing up for your soul's truth. They are pouring blessings over your path now. Blessings of peace, of confirmation, of divine fulfillment. You are about to see why it all had to happen this way. This love story is transforming into something even deeper. A spiritual partnership built on truth and purpose. You were never forgotten. You were never unloved. Every delay, every silence, every distance was part of the divine choreography that would bring both of you home, to yourselves, to God, and to each other. So breathe, beloved, rest, smile again. The angels are near, their wings shimmering with the light of your answered prayers. You are walking into a season of peace, of joy, of reunion, the kind that feels like heaven meeting earth. Because you have loved deeply, heaven will reward you deeply. You have waited faithfully, and now the time of fulfillment draws near. The garden you tended is finally ready to bloom. You are ready to receive it. Type I believe if your heart feels ready to receive the harvest of all that you've sown. Type Amen if you trust that what is meant for you is already on its way. And remember, dear soul, even in silence, love was working. Even in distance, hearts were speaking. What is true never dies. It only transforms. And now, that truth is ready to rise.